He is lit.
Hey y'all, welcome to part 2 of the culling. We were cutting out, so I cut the part 1 short. I think we're back, hopefully. It looks like we've
Sorry, I
got
was just going to
bars.
show the camera.
Rural Wi-Fi is a
They need
huge
this.
challenge out here. So this part is the actual gutting of the chicken. All right, here we go.
So we cut around the butthole.
How high up do I go?
You're gonna have to go all the way. You're eventually gonna have to
I
get.
don't know if my hand will fit in there.
Yeah, well, I thought yours may be a little bit smaller than mine.
What did you say about my hands?
I thought
I'm
yours-
kidding.
I thought they were smaller than mine.
Okay, so
That's a little.
that's a little liver.
liver.
Maybe? Yeah.
So let me.
So
let me try
yeah,
something.
see if you can feel that because it's hard to get up to the very top part.
Nah. Come up with the heart. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see if I can.
Are you ever worried about rupturing things, trying to pull stuff
Yeah, I'm
out?
trying not. So the.
Okay.
So like I said, we cut all around the
Got it.
butthole.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get everything to come out at once.
Okay. So it should just be a clean sweep. That dog
It's
knows
never-
what's up.
It's never that easy and clean, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and you know what sometimes I would do first? Go ahead and cut the crop out so it's easier to get.
Okay.
Crop's right here.
Okay.
Okay. Just find that crop. Wow, right, I guess he really didn't have much last night either.
Yeah.
Wow, his crop is tiny. But that's it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
So that's where all the. So that's why I was cutting it because I was pulling it that way and I wanted it to go. So that's the crop. Usually, so you can tell that she didn't feed him because if so, this would be. I mean, it could be like that big,
Yeah.
full of. And now usually they have little stones. He must be quite young. Usually they have little stones and stuff in there. Now I can pull this out. But that's where they have the stones that help them
And
digest.
yeah, I actually throw down pink granite stones into the
Ah.
coop for them.
Okay, now look at that.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, that crop, they hold stones in that crop, and so when they eat grains and things like that, the stone actually
Yep.
breaks up the
Yep.
grains, and that's how they digest it. So,
Yep.
and so when I'm putting chickens to bed at night, you pick them up, and yeah, they have just like a rock,
Okay.
like a huge thing.
Now look at that.
Okay, that's really cool.
Okay, that's most of it. It's not everything. The
Yeah.
heart is right here. Well, I can let you get the heart out, but okay. So out of all of this, the only thing I want to save, the liver got a little battered, but we're going to try to save the liver now. This is your worst enemy when you're trying to save the liver. That is the bile.
Okay.
If you nick that, throw the liver away. You'll not get it. You won't get this taste out.
Okay.
So you kind of have to cut that away.
Okay.
It's tricky because it's right on the liver. And that too, you don't want to cut that. Forget what that one is. So it's a little tricky. He's got very little liver because he's so small, but see how I'm removing it from that? That's that green bile you never want it. Okay, so I got that. Now the only other thing I want from this pile, because the heart's still in there, is this gizzard. Okay, so what you do is, this is pretty interesting. Now, okay, now, and this is kind of a dog food thing anyway, but, all right, so now what you want to do is,
Okay, you said this is the gizzard?
the gizzard, yep.
And what exactly is the gizzard?
I don't know, but if you go to the supermarket and you look for gizzards, you can buy a bunch of them. This is it. So I guess it's another digestive helper. It's got these little,
That's awesome.
it's got these little seeds. So then what you do is you rinse all this stuff off. And actually, I guess they say you can peel that.
Yeah?
You are supposed to peel that. Even if it's for dogs, I just remember. Sometimes I remember as I go. So there it is, cleaned out.
Okay.
See? And now, what you do is, there it is. Here it goes. And this is
What
sometimes,
is it? Oh,
that's
okay,
the
so
skin
cool.
that you don't want. So the rest of it's edible. And it's a little chewy and maybe it's a acquired taste, but we tend to cook them for our dogs. and you know, instead of throwing it away.
So you cook them rather than just give it to the dog bowl?
Yeah, no, I usually cook these.
Okay.
Okay, so that's keepable. Put that in your keep pile. This can go in your keep pile. You can rinse it a little if you want to rinse the liver a little. Boy, he's a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost not. And then this is his heart.
Yeah, I saw that. Found that.
So that's the heart.
Cool.
I don't know what this is, so I'm throwing it away.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that is. I know it's not something you keep. Okay, now the only thing that you might still have in there is a little bit of the lung, and people always say you got to scrape that out.
Okay.
I get some of it out, and I'm always like, why? I'm never gnawing on the back side of the. You know, I don't know what the deal is. I don't think it's really that. But what I usually do is just spray it out, and you'll be able to get rid of all that.
Okay.
On the neck, like you see how we didn't get that part, just cut that off. You don't need that extra skin. The crop, I cut it out, but I never cut it off. There's the crop. Okay. So now we got a little bit more plucking to do.
What about the gland?
This is the gland.
Yeah.
It's the only other thing. So, watch this.
I'm gonna end this here. Sorry guys, I'm running out of. We're on bad Wi-Fi out here, and we keep cutting out. But we will see you next time. Bye.